And I need to go to YouTube here and grab the link. YouTube. Uh-oh, saw a song. Now I have a song in my head. You are my hiding place. Yeah. Yes. Yes, I am on YouTube. And on LinkedIn and on Twitch and on Twitter and in a Facebook group. What? Yes, let me grab it real quick here. I'm going to put the link at the top here. Copy the link. Come back here. Usually I have somebody else doing this piece for me, but it's good for me to test it on my own. See, can I do it? And I can. It's not so bad. So I went to YouTube right here on the app and was able to grab it. What do you think of that, Miss Patrice? Whoop, 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 whoop. Okay, I'm going to close it now. I know I'm live there. I heard myself. That is all I needed to do. And now I'm going to go to the mockups and go to the Canva, separate it out so it's a separate window. Then I'm going to the live studio and I'm going to share my screen. And I'm choosing a window, which is the Canva window. I've separated that out. And now I'm going to pop on over there and you guys will be seeing what I am looking at. All right, I was going to do around my book. These are a few of the things that I've done, but I'm going to go ahead and pop on out of there. And I know it's delay, so you won't even see that until I am done. So I'm going to go to your projects. I'm going to start a new folder so that we can organize it. We're getting better about organizing, people. Organization starts at the beginning when you set it up. It's so much easier. So this is mockups exploration with Canva creators. Nikki. Okay, I'm creating the folder. And then once we have that folder, we're going to go ahead and we're going to open the folder. I might not have caught that folder open quite in time. So now I got to go find it. Mockups. Here we go. And I'm going to just do plus. We're going to add a design. And we're going to create a new. And what am I going to call? Help me out here, Patrice. I cannot hear you. Are you hearing me? Yes, I can hear you now. I can hear you now. There's a social media here. There's just a social media one, which is a square. We'll start with that. It's the same size as an Instagram one. All right, so we're going to start with an Instagram post. But within here, I want to put a mock-up, right? So last week we found them. So first thing we need to do is find a book. So we'll go get a cover first here. Covers. Book covers and elements. Yeah, we'll go there, I guess. Only we want to do the mock-up. So we want to create first the book cover that we're using. Is that right? Okay. So probably what we want to do is revise this then, and we'll start with a book cover. Oops, I copied. That's all right. Did I? Okay, so she's talking to the room. I don't think I did that right. Resize, book cover, resize. I'm resizing it. I'm not changing the design because we haven't done anything. And then in here, we're going to go to templates and we're going to do romantic covers. So you wanted to do romantic book covers, yes? So I'm going to go grab one of these that's already pre-made, see if we can find one that we like. Our farewell dance. Ooh, I don't know if I like that. Why has it locked my editing? I do not understand why it does that. Have you noticed that it's been doing that lately? Locking the editing? All right, so here we have a love story. We're going to change it to Nikki. She's the author. We should call it Nikki Green Miller. We're playing today. We're playing today. Right? So we're going to go to photos now because I'm going to change the book lover. Changing it to book lover here. There we go. It's over. So our love story is going to be all about books. I like it. All right, we've redesigned this cover. We are changing the color of the font white because we can't see it. So Cindy Lou Nikki Green Miller. There you go. That is an author, let me tell you. Gonna bold that. Makes it easier to do, and I'm gonna move it down here. I think I like it better down here. Okay. And instead of love story, it's gonna be book love. All right. You have your cover created. Now we're going to go to mockups. Is that right? I'm going to save this to book love. Okay, so this is creativity happening live just because it's fun. Okay, so we're going to go to the app mockups. Can we search through these on the side over here? No. How do you find them easier? Do you? Search Canva apps. So go down to the more, and then you can bring it up. Called. It was mockup. Not showing. Not seeing it there. So if I'm not finding it in the feed, we were looking at it last week. So I know it's here. I'm going to open up a new edit image. Here. Okay. Okay, so Nikki just told me I go under edit image, and then I'm going to see it over here in the drop-down, smart mockups. There we go. So it's not within the apps, it's within edit image. Important item. We're going to go to see all, and it will give us some of the things that we can do. So we can put it into a smartphone. We can, but I want books. So book 1. Looks like there's only one book. Now we get into books. Now we've got the other books here. Okay, so I did design, I did edit, and now it's going to pop that image of the book cover that we just designed into that little space there. But it did not put the titles and stuff on it, darling. I'm going to apply and see what happens. Yeah, that was a fail. That was a learning experience, so let's go back. Oops. Back to home. I want to go back one here. This is a certainly messy one today. Okay, so we have our design here that is our social media one, which is completely blank. And then we have this one here, which is missing all of the items. It does have a back button, so I'm going to do the back button and see if that works. And I might have to go back a couple. Okay, I've gone back 2. So it says we've locked the editor because we couldn't save your changes. You can continue editing, but you might lose your work. Okay. How can I save it myself? Unsave changes. File. Save. I'm trying this. Nope. Okay. I'm going to continue editing, and now I'm going to save in the continue editing one and see if that. So I might lose my work. Do is actually select all, copy it, and now I have it. All right, so let's see if we reload the page, what happens? Changes you have done may not be there, but I have copied it. Okay. Interesting. It took us back to the, so let's try the resize again. For some reason it did not take. It is acting funky today. Book cover, resize, design, resized successfully. And I paste. We're going to see if it retained what I copied before. Okay, so it looks like the text pasted, but not the graphic. So we'll go back to photos. This is how you get out of that, because you might need to know that. This is the recent photo that we used. We'll go ahead and pull that one over. Pull it back on over. Boom, we're back with our book love. I think I might raise it up a little bit. Tuck it over here. Okay. I'm going to move our name down because we can. And I'm going to put book love up even a little bit more. And that's what you do. You play around with a few things. See what you like. See what you don't like. Not sure if I like it. I think I'm okay. Yeah. I'm going to go back to this, but raise it up just a little bit, not as far. Oh, no. What to do is move this. Yes. Bang. Just like that. Okay. So now I'm going to actually name this book love. And I'm going to save it. Are saved. Okay. So now I'm going to copy it. And that way I've got this to come to if I want it. So where's make a copy? Didn't they used to have make a copy? Oh, all I have to do is scroll down. It's a little scroll bar right here. Oh my goodness. All right. Okay. We got it. We got it. The book here is book club. Put our names above that. Move that up just a teeny bit and pull these both down. I'm catching up. I'm getting there. Okay. What do you think of that one, Miss Nikki? I know I got to give it a second to get around to where it's going to be. Okay. So all right. And now we can edit. Oh, so it's editing only. We have to put this all as a. We need to actually download it and then re-upload it as a graphic. That's what I didn't do. Okay. So once you have your book cover designed, you need to download that as probably a JPEG or PNG. Okay, so I'm going to download that as a PNG, book love. I'm going to bring it back up. I'm going to now go to our folder. And put it in that folder. Your projects, folders. How come recent isn't on top that I want? I want recent to be on top. Okay, within here, I am going to add an upload. And that upload is going to be the book cover that I just did. Do, 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 do. Okay. There's the image right there, uploading. So create your book cover first, then make it an image. Well, you have to make it, but you've got to create it into an image first. You can't go straight from the book cover, because if you do, the words don't go over, which is what we did the first time and it didn't work. There were no words on the book. So if you want the words to become part of the book cover, then you need to upload that all as a created image. Yes, now we can create a design with this. Use in a design. It will open it up in that size, I believe. No. Oh my gosh, it opened up in a. So if you use in a design in Canva, we're online learning, y'all. If you use uh, use in a design, it opens it up as a default 1920 by 1080. So that's a presentation size. If I go to edit image within this, now what do we get? We're going to go to edit image. We're going to go to mockups. We're going to go to see all. We're going to choose book. And then within book, we have the different things to choose. I think I will choose book 3, your design here. Now it has everything on it. So it doesn't seem like there's a lot of choices in here for the different book designs. Is there more somewhere? No. Okay. So this, all right, so now I'm going to go to Vicky's telling me she would do some things that were different, which are take out the background and do all these different to it. So okay, so here I have the one where somebody's holding the book in their hands and they're looking at the book. So you would take that and I have to apply it first. Then I can go back in and remove the background so that we will have the book being held, but we can now place that in any. Okay, I'm gonna see if this is gonna work. Unable to remove background. Please try again later. They are having some difficulties today. I wonder if I have to save and go out first. So let me go out, tap it again. Now it might be that I was trying to do the two on top of each other because I had applied it, but I hadn't gotten out of it. So now I've gotten completely out of it and now gone back into it. So to get completely out of what I'm talking about is you tap completely off of it. So it's no longer a selected item so that something else is selected or nothing is selected. And then go back and select the item again, which I have just done. Now it looks like we're going to erase or restore a little bit of this in here because it tried to take this bit out. We actually probably want that. although we don't want the floor in there, and it didn't take that out. So it would be erasing it a bit. And so this can be a little bit tricky sometimes because we're going to take that out. I think we want to take that out. I will need to edit the size of the brush here, the eraser, so that it is taking a smaller amount off. So you do that by here on the left. You can change the size of your eraser. Okay. And you can change it again to even smaller. We'll get this little bit done. And if you let go often, you will be able to do it little bite size at a time. Okay, so moving it over just by clicking and dragging. Now I am deleting some more of this. Okay. Da 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 da. We have 9 minutes left. Can we do it? We can do it. We both have hard outs at the half hour because we got stuffs to do. Plus, we don't want these videos to go on forever. Okay. See, by me doing a little at a time, I could back up a little bit, but I'm going to go ahead and just do it. It's not going to be perfect. This is not a real book. So, and this is one of those cases where I might take it over into Photoshop and do some of this because I can choose the color and take it out that way. Which makes it very nice. Okay, again, I'm going to change the size of this brush so it's even smaller and get right in here into this corner. So this is how you can take out the background, add it back in, and all that jazz. Okay, perfect, good enough. We're going with it because we're done and apply. Okay, so now we are going to put this down in the corner because this person otherwise will look funny. Okay, so we need to put him where it matches with his hands here, the picture. And we're going to go ahead and just make it. And now you've got this item here, and now you can do whatever you want with the background. And this is where you would have your fun, right? Where you would go to photos, backgrounds. Nikki, would you do photos or backgrounds? What would you? Mm-hmm. You said this is, huh? Yeah. So now we can put whatever we want in the background here. Because lock this one, lock that layer so nothing heads to it. Before we lock it, we could actually make it smaller because we don't need all this extra space here that we're trying to work around. So if you go like that, and you go like that. Now we could even make it a little bit bigger. There we go. Okay, so you've got that all reset, resized. And now in here, we're going to go ahead and put whatever we'd like for background. So in photos, I'm going to do romantic. background. Or I could do book lover. See what we have. But let's try something like this, a romantic background. I want to put that in this background, but it's, oh, there we go. Oh, look at that, just like that. Ooh, book love with flowers. It'll be there in a minute. You can see it. And then I think I'm going to go with that. Yeah, I was thinking going to elements, right? And doing what you mean. And then within this, we can like, oops, not there. I forgot I didn't relock that. Lock. Now, when I lock this, now when I go over it, it's not going to try to affect it. It will simply put our little ribbons here. So you can pull in whatever elements you'd like to, you know, celebrating your book love. I like that ones, those ones better. And then I'm going to just option pull, and then I'm going to reverse it. I'm going to flip it. So I'm flipping it horizontally. So now we have this little love thing happening with our ribbons even. It's totally a Nikki way to be. What else you want in there? Want to go smaller? I think I want to pull this down. So I'm going to unlock that, pull it down a bit. So we've got a little more room. And this is what you figure out. What are you doing? What do you want to do? Okay, we'll relock that. Now we can make this bigger. This has got lines on the side. So does that mean it's going to make it bigger that way? Yes, it is. But it also cuts it off. She likes the book bigger. Okay, we're going back with the book bigger. So let's just do some text here. We'll simply add a heading. And what are we wanting to say? Books. Not your average love story. Pull that down a little bit. Pop it on up over here on this side. Can go over into the book a bit. That's okay. And now to make that pop and show, I probably would go ahead and put some kind of an element behind it. Maybe a skull or an oval. Go with this. Let's go with an oval. See what happens when we use oval. So this came up as an oval and it's movable. Oh, it is. Yes, that's exactly what I want. This one, if you just bring up a circle, it keeps it the same. But if you bring up oval, then your circle now has handles, which you can stretch out to where you want them. Pretty cool, eh? So you can adjust this to any size oval you would like. Oh yeah, look at that. You have a border here. So you can change the weight of your border. That is nice. You can also change the style of your border. Pretty cool. Corner round. There are no corners in oval, but if it were, I love that it gives that. Okay, let's check the color here. Let's pick something out of here. And then I'm going to open because we can. And that way you can see the edge of the book still, but you can also better see the words. And I'm going to do 2 more things here and then we're out. I am going to change the line space on the wording, which means I got to get on the wording first. Change the line spacing so that it is there. I'll tap off there to check it. Yep. Move that into the middle. Now I can go ahead and adjust this down or over or where I'd like. And there we go. That could then become a piece for you to use to promote your book. And I believe if I move the circle back one, we're going to try positioning here. Okay, so we're going to go position. We're going to go backwards. Yeah, so now it's behind the book. What do you think of that, Miss Nikki, when it gets around to you? It's not your average love story, nor is it your average graphics. Pop that on over a little bit. Yeah, I'm liking it. The knot off of the edge of the book. And I think we're good. It is. So there you go. And that is a creative way and a few things that we all learned today in the live online learning. Next week, we'll see you later. Alligators. And let me get back to after a while, crocodile. In the meantime, keep it lean. Oh my gosh, we definitely need to get out of here. All right, see you guys next week. Bye-bye.